Hi, everybody. Hello. I'm a little late here. I'm getting set up. I had a reading, um, an international reading, so I was a bit busy. Ran over a little bit. So anyway, I'm getting all set up. Let me go see comments. Hello. Hi, Cherry Blossom. Hi, Carlos. Hi, everybody. Okay, please share the show. Let's get some people in here. I am just getting my stuff together really fast here. Okay, I'll be looking at December, January, and February if you want a 3-month reading. If you just want a holiday reading, how bad or how great are your holidays going to be? Let me know. I can look at that. Or just a New Year reading, kind of seeing what January's about or your New Year's. That would be great. I use the Rider Waite Tarot deck. And here's a small one. I have a whole bunch of these decks, different kinds. I have the Radiant. I have some really good ones. But anyway, I'm all set. Everything's warmed up since I just did a reading. And I am doing good. Carlos, thank you for sharing. I'm going to go over the rules. Matty Tarot should be here shortly. Can I tell you guys that you may have seen on YouTube or Facebook that Kim Een is going to be on with me tomorrow at 6:30 to 7:30. She is a fantastic um, psychic medium. She's wonderful. She's my mentor, and she is just phenomenal. And hopefully, you guys already saw her and got a little reading, or at least got to see. I think it was like a week ago or so. You got to see her work with me, and so we're going to get together tomorrow and maybe one more time. And she's going to be doing events and things like that in San Diego, and she's going to start some online classes and such. So anyway, she's phenomenal. Please, if you want to experience a different kind of reading, where she gets really specific details and things like that, come on tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, Psychic Fixes, YouTube or Facebook, and we will go ahead and do some readings tomorrow. So that would be really, really good. She doesn't do free readings. She doesn't do shows and do free readings. This is a special thing. So here is a chance. Carlos says she is. Yes, Carlos, you got a reading from her. She's phenomenal. She blew me away. She's why I'm here. She's why I'm here because I went and did a reading, and she was so spot on with details that I just said, "What's going on here?" I got to know more. And that's what when I got into it, because I was psychic all my life, and then near death experience, and then I needed to get some training, learn how to do the tarot. Who's communicating with me? That's what I wanted to know. And I found out. So, okay, let's go over this stuff. Thank you for some of the people that are asking for readings. And please let people know that we're here. Share this show. No one has done a little like. So, on every show, there's something at the bottom where you can comment, and then there's a like, and you can put, a heart or a thumbs up or whatever. Give us a thumbs up right now, you guys. Every single one of you that are watching, okay? Mystic Bond, I'm going to do you first. And how is everybody? Today is Wisdom Wednesday. And so thank you. Somebody did that thumbs up. That was great. Matty Tarot is here.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just was like really fast. I had a international reading, and then I really had to run down and just take some bites of a sandwich and get back up here. So I'm here.
Okay, well, in a rush. That sounds like me every day. Like, I gotta go.
I know. What is that? But we're busy all the time, but this is extra. We got like an extra on with the holidays and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Hi, everybody.
I was just going to go over the rules, and I told everybody to like. I haven't done the subscribe yet, so let me get that going. So you guys, please go to, if you haven't yet, to YouTube, to Matty Tarot. Subscribe. It's free.
Yes,
Subscribe.
please
And
do.
go to Psychic Fixes also. And then if you're coming from Facebook, please do a like or follow Facebook so that you get notifications of these great shows. David Starlight is back. He was ill for a while, but he's back on Tuesdays. And then we're here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. And a special thing tomorrow, Kimeen and I at 6:30 to 7:30 will do readings for you. So always some interesting things, but you got to be notified. So do that. Okay. You need to be 8. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say it is Wheel Wednesday. So I have a
That's
few
right.
wheels. We were going to do the chakra wheels, if you remember. I don't think you were here last time we did that.
No, but I came across an old one of ours where we did, who will fight who?
Oh, yeah.
I want to do that again because that was fun. But whatever you've
Celebrity
got.
death match.
Yes, celebrity death match. Something light and airy.
That's so funny.
So, yes, we want to give away something. Now, the deal is that when I do giveaways, we can do like I can do a short reading for someone if they're in another country because I can't really send stuff. Otherwise, I'll send a little thing from Amazon to you or something like that, or a gift card.
Yes, and
So,
I have a well, I was gonna cover the gift this time, Debbie. So $30 Amazon gift card is the
can I
cost.
do it? Can I get it? No, I can't. That's awesome. All
$30
right.
Amazon gift card. So the way it's gonna work is throughout the show, I don't know how many wheels we'll get to, but I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 10, and you guys are gonna just enter it in the chat. And oh, hello.
There you
Here
go.
I am. And
You know
whoever
the
gets
trick. When you go out of focus, go out your hand up to the
oh,
camera and back away.
there we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Well, okay, so I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 10. You guys are going to put it in the chat. And if you get, whoever gets the number first will be the winner for that wheel. And then at the end, we'll take all the winners of the wheels and, do a one more spin and see who wins the $30 Amazon gift card. Okay.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. So you guys, it's very easy. Telepathy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You just get a number. And when we do it, when Maddie does that, okay?
Yeah. So did you already pick someone for, you're doing Mystic Bond?
Mystic Bond, but we did I'm gonna mute, and if you could tell everybody the rules, that'd be great.
The rule, for
No
the show.
legal, no medical, those things. Random.
Okay, you got it. Hold on one second. All right, you guys. So, it's Wisdom Wednesday. Welcome to our show. Thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate you. We ask that you must be 18 or over to participate. There is no list. We just randomly select. Okay. These are free readings, but donations are encouraged. There will be pay links scrolling below. Feel free to donate. However, it does not prioritize your reading. We want free and equal opportunity to everybody who, so that everyone can get a reading and it be of quality. So paying doesn't, make us try harder or prioritize you. But we do this out of the kindness of our hearts, and we greatly appreciate any donations. If you'd like to book a private session with me, we may show a QR code later. Actually, I don't have that right now, so never mind. But You've seen it many times before. You can go to our old videos and find it. Please subscribe to us on YouTube and on Facebook. So
it's in the description, a live link. They just have to go up and read the description.
Oh, there is. You're right. There is a live link to my booking site in the description. So you can go there or just go to my channel and it's there as well. So it'll take you into my booking site and show you all the services I have to offer. I do a lot more than just tarot readings. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. That's youtube.com/@MattyTarot and youtube.com/@PsychicFixes. And then Facebook as well for Debbie @PsychicFixes. Okay. Please like the video. Very important. Hit the thumbs up. If you like our show and want to see us grow, let the algorithm know by hitting the thumbs up. If you don't, it's going to think you didn't really find it that interesting and it doesn't promote it and push it to other people. So please do that for us. We greatly appreciate it. But it's Wheel Wednesday. Okay, so I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 10. It's our first wheel. And yeah, you guys are just gonna start putting it in the chat. So a number between 1 and 10. Go, put it in the chat. The first person to get it gets a spin.
Play the game, you guys. Put in a number from 1 to 10. Fast in the chat. Mystic Bond says 7, 9, 5.
Cherry
3,
Blossom. 2. Cherry Blossom. You get a spin. I love it. Okay, so we'll go back to that after your reading, Debbie.
Okay. FYI, I'm making some changes in my life, and I have kind of taken down my website, Psychic Fixes.
Okay.
So we're going to make some changes, and I'm going to be offering in January. I'm going to start offering readings for you guys, private sessions. So,
okay.
Something very different after a decade. Okay.
Right.
Let me bring.
I love that.
Let me bring her, or let me bring my client back. You know, Mystic Bond. I was just gonna bring. It's all. I think you can only do one number though next time, you guys. Okay, one number.
Yeah, really, it's just only one entry, and the first person to get it, gets the spin. But
there we go. Okay, I grabbed some cards for you, Mystic. First 4 cards are going to be a little bit about you, energy crossing over. I get to look at the future, the past, and I took some extra cards for you. The card that comes down that represents you is working well with people, and I really like that a lot. But there's somewhat of a very stuck energy over you. So I don't know if you feel like it's now or it's coming in. Just make sure that you're talking to the archangels and your guides to clear your path. When we get that energy in, it's not in your reading, but it's something kind of right there that might be coming in. It's very stuck card. Like I can't do anything about something. I have no control. We don't want that. Okay. So always talk to your guides, talk to the archangels, clear my path. I'm going to hold your future card for a second, okay? And I'm going to come back to that. The past tells me there might have been a little bit of love, which is nice. Now, no timing on this, but they show me to manifest. I feel like that you can dream up big ideas. I do feel like that there's a new project, new stream of money, or a new job there for you. And I get a partnership with someone. Harmony and partnership with this opportunity of money that comes in. Now, I want you to make sure that you always go and take your time when you're entering into business or signing a contract or anything like this, because it does say we're rushing into something. I do get a small trip for you as well on your path. You have a message from the other side, though, as your ultimate outcome card. And that's a star card. And that's that card of have a positive energy, wish it to be. So that's to manifest. And no matter what happens, have hope and courage. Hang in there because great things are coming for you. And make sure you stay connected to your spiritual sides. all the people that help you, the entities, your higher power. Stay connected. They're saying things are going to be great for you, but hang in there, okay? Now let's go look at your future. The reason I saved it to the end is I have some negative energy here for the future. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it is about, and it's a cautionary thing. I really do get on your path, and I do get a very strong male here, a very strong personality, um, very intelligent, but very opinionated too. Maybe this person thinks they're always right, but they're in control. So I do get that. And I get that you enter into something that connects you to having intellectual property. So an invention or something. Okay. I feel like it's going to tick off a desire and a goal that you've had. But let me tell you that there's a wait for the money. So you enter into this with someone, I want you to know up front, you're going to expect a whole big pile of money. And they're saying a wait for that money. And so I feel like this brings up some emotions, because it's unexpected. So be careful about that. Go into this knowing that the money is going to be a while before it comes in for this. All right. But I get creativity. I get maybe an invention, a product, a money making idea. Yes, it is. But there's a wait for the money. All right. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay, back to Cherry Blossom 5. So, hold on, let me get to it. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. How did I go back? Oh. I don't know what I did. Hold on.
Okay. Well, I can talk. Let's see. What do we talk about?
Okay, wait. No, I got it.
No.
I'm so sorry. I got it.
Okay.
All right, now I just have to share. So, share screen. Oh, here we go. All right, are you able to see that? No, not yet. Hold on.
Putting
There it goes.
their name on there?
Can you see it?
No.
Can you see this? Oh.
There.
Yeah. Okay. All right, here's the wheel. Okay, so Cherry Blossom, you got the root chakra wheel, and this indicates to me that you were drawn to the number I was thinking because you are in need of grounding at this time. You don't feel, maybe you feel like kind of turbulent in your life. You may feel like up in the air. Maybe something is really bothering you. You don't feel you feel out of place. You feel just kind of like overwhelmed and like things are a little hectic and you really just want to like woosah, right? So I'm going to pull a few cards for you and then we're going to spin the wheel. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We're going to spin the wheel first, and then I'll pull some cards for you. All right, so let's see what you need. These are all different practices to help you feel grounded and get you grounded, okay? So we're going to see which one you get. Oh, I love it. Root vegetable cooking. Okay, so you are being advised to cook some root vegetables. What better way to get in touch with your root chakra and get grounded than to take, the bounty of the earth and put it into your body, right? So let's see what, I'm going to get you a list of root vegetables. Root vegetables. Here's a list of different ones. So there's turnips, beetroot, carrots, parsnip, radish. Is that celery? Celery, rutabaga. Those are different ones. Fennel, and what else? Let's see. Onions are also root vegetables, and even potatoes. Okay, so I think like a nice like veggie soup or something. I think potatoes and carrots are obviously delicious, but I don't know if you like the others. I personally don't like radishes, but I love turnips and onions and celery and potatoes and carrots. Either way, you're being advised to just get in touch with nature and um, consume root vegetables to feel more grounded. Okay, and I'm going to pull a few cards for you. Oh. All right, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. The Six of Wands. And the Ten of Swords. Okay, what it's telling me, Cherry Blossom, is that overall the message is you need to start setting more boundaries. Because here the Eight of Pentacles, so the Eight of Pentacles talks about commitment, right? And it also talks about like learning experiences that we've gathered and are able to place under our tool belt. So it's like this like, how do you say, assortment of knowledge that we have, like, our skill sets essentially. And then the Six of Wands talks about recognition. It also talks about achievement and receiving our flowers, right? When people praise, or not necessarily praise, but people recognize and acknowledge our contributions or maybe what we're saying. It could be on a variety of levels, but some sort of acknowledgement. And then the Ten of Swords is feeling like burnt out, feeling like defeated, feeling like I was saying earlier, I said burnt out, overwhelmed, right? So what this is telling me is you feel like you're trying really hard, but you don't feel like you're getting the making the progress that you think you should be. You feel like you're behind. You feel like maybe you've underachieved in some area. You feel like no matter what you do in this part of life, whatever it is going to just always just leave you feeling exhausted and you're never going to get anywhere. That's how you're feeling. Now, the reason though behind all that is not because you're not good enough. It's not because you are underachieving. It's not because you're not trying your hardest. It's not because you need to try harder. What it is that it's very subtle, but it's in the communication of things and the way you maybe don't speak up when you need to, or the way you maybe take kind of just take the brunt of things sometimes because you're not willing to go through the communication processes, or you don't want to rock the boat that would be necessary in order to clear something up. Maybe you take on too much of a workload. Maybe you take on too, maybe you're a yes. I don't know your gender, but maybe you're a yes man. It's just a term. And you say yes when you don't really actually want to, but you don't want to make the other person feel bad, or you don't want to let them down. You know what I mean? So it really surrounds that. You're overbooking and under delivering. You're over promising. What happened? Are we still here? Everything like went out. Are we still here? Okay. That was weird. You're over promising, under delivering. That has nothing to do with your ability. It just has to do with, I always say this, you can do anything, but you can't do everything. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. You're only one person. And if you set people's expectations up properly, trust me, I'm going to say this. I have the same problem. So I'm not sitting on a high horse here preaching to you, telling you, oh, this is what you need to do, because I have trouble doing it too. Okay. Let's be real. I'm going to be very honest and vulnerable. So it's something I struggle with too. Over-promising, under-delivering. It's because you genuinely want to do these things for these people. You genuinely want to be there. You genuinely want to, and you are able to. It's just maybe you're not properly calculating the time it would take, the effort it would take, and then because of that, you end up not being able to come through on the things that you had said, which leaves people feeling really hurt sometimes. So it's not because you have bad intentions. It's you have the best intentions, but you need to set people's expectations properly, because when you are able to say, you know what, no, I can't commit to that, or I can't do that, people are going to respect it more in the end. People are going to be more understand. Some people won't be understanding, but that's, I mean, those are the growing pains of life, because ultimately I mean, if you can't work through that with somebody, you maybe shouldn't be in such a dynamic with them, if that makes sense. Maybe that was to happen for a reason. Granted, everyone being mindful of each other and not having ill intentions, which I don't think you have. So either way, what you don't see coming is you got to put, I see you putting your foot down about something. I don't know exactly what it has to do, but it's going to be helpful in moving forward and kind of feeling less overwhelmed. But it has to do with a conversation. It has to do with a conversation. You have to talk about it. You have to say something. You can't just hope for the best and just when it doesn't happen, then sit there and be like, oh, well, I guess I'll just keep doing this because I'm just, no, that's a great way to like really, it's a great way to really suffer, right? You're not, so mystery pain, you're not talking about something that's hurt you, something that's hurt your feelings. You're not talking about the way someone's behavior has impacted you and it's causing a rift. And it's causing resentment, and it's causing burnout, and it's causing you to feel really, really stretched thin because you're keeping that a mystery, right? So think of it like this. If this person cares, truly, they would want to hear that. They would want to hear it, because if a person cares, they don't want to be hurting you, right? So they would want to hear the ways they are, and they would care to address that. If they don't, that person probably isn't meant to be around you, or you should not give any more of your time to that person. Because and it's a part of trust, and it's a part of honesty, because if you go so long without saying something, and then you bring it up in a maybe passive aggressive way, or you bring it up in a way that's like, clearly you've been upset about it for a long time, it's almost like a shock to the other person. It's like, well, why haven't you said anything? Like, you continued to let me just do this thing that upsets you, and it's had an effect on our relationship, and you haven't said anything. That's it's not. It doesn't feel like a safe person to be around that does that, because they just flip on you, right? So it's like you need to like communicate those things. It's part of honesty, it's part of trust, and it's part of building a relationship with somebody. And like I said, somebody who cares will care to hear it and will want to address it. Okay. That's all I have for you, and I hope it helped.
Very good. I like the wheel. That's great.
Good. I'm glad.
Okay. Melanie. Let's see. All right. Okay. Let me just do something really fast and look.
Can I do another number, Debbie?
Sure. Do that.
Real quick. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm thinking of a number between 11 and 27. Put it in the chat. 11. Some number between 11 and 27. What is the number I'm thinking of? A number between 11 and 27. Oh, here we go. Okay. Ooh, who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? I still don't see it. I still don't see it. 11 and 27. Ah!
You want them to re-guess?
So close. No, I'm keeping track of who's first or who said it already.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys are dancing around it. Okay, even if you've guessed before and you get it, I'm still going to give it to you because nobody's gotten it. Oh, wait, somebody did get it. I just missed it. Okay, wait. Here we go.
Yay!
Militia Grant. You get a spin. So, why does I keep doing that? So after Debbie's reading, you're going to get a spin on the chakra wheel. Okay. Anyway.
Cool. Okay. Here we go. Melanie. Okay. Got lots of extra cards here for you. The card that comes down for you, Melanie, is a card of sometimes it can be crisis, like, wow, something unexpected happens, didn't expect anything, came out of the blue. That's a Tower card. So we want to just raise our vibration there for sure. I do get that there is the energy crossing over you is the Lover's card. This can be a romance coming in, or it can be thinking about making changes and choices in love and romance. I do get a man that comes in the future, a money minded male. Sometimes they're a leader, they own a business, they are just fixed on money. That's their theme in this lifetime. Past position shows me a little bit of heartache. All right. Now, when I look at your reading, it shows me that you have something built up and then you turn away and go in a different direction. So that different direction leads you to an entrepreneurial opportunity. So I always like those. However, you with the cards that you have here, I was like, I needed to look a little bit more as to what's going on with this entrepreneurial effort. It does seem like that you expect to, really work hard and to get what you want. And I even get a trip on this path. All these things that are really good. However, I have the negative energy card. So I really believe that when you start off with this entrepreneurial effort, you are going to get super stuck. Like nothing's going on. You want it to go that way. You're ready to have it go that way and be so positive. But I do get that. Make sure that I'm going to talk about money because I really feel like you need to make sure you have money to go into this. That might be what gets it stuck. I do get after that working well with people and getting people's opinions, getting some advice about what you're doing. I took more cards and I'm like, I go, well, at this point, you're unsure if you should have done it. So make sure when you get this opportunity in, again, maybe to work a business of your own or whatever, it's going to be a new thing. Rethink it because I get you juggling money. I get you having to budget your money, watch your money. But I do feel like the idea of this was something you already had. Okay. So I think it's just not ready. It's just not ready to implement it because it just goes like, oh, here we're going to turn away and we're going to go do this great thing. And then it stalls. And then you were like, well, I expected to get going on this. I expected to receive my reward. I expected to even have some travel in here, and no, no. And then we see the money issues. So, what this is about is to make sure that when you get an idea and you want to do something, I think you already have the idea, something you have in the past to bring forward. You need to just kind of wait, make sure that the finances are all there, okay? Because it's going to be a rude awakening when you try to get started on it. All right. And that's what I have for you.
Hello.
Thank you.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you. I'm
Okay.
going to go read some comments.
Militia Grant.
Okay, you guys, share the show and please give us a like. Okay, like the broadcast.
Yes, please do. All right, Militia Grant. You were drawn to that number because of your sacral chakra, or sacral, some people say, chakra being out of balance. The sacral or sacral chakra is right above, so the root is at like our tailbone, right? And then the sacral is at the pelvis. So it is it governs sexual energy, and it also governs artistic and creative energy. Okay, so give me a second. We're going to get this on the... Here we go. All right, are we there? There we are. All right. So let's see what exercise or activity would help you get your sacral chakra in alignment. New recipe. So a new recipe, meaning get creative, do something that you don't normally do. Go think outside of the box, try a different food that you haven't had before, because food is very, and believe it or not, it's very closely linked with sexual energy. The two things that are the most if we're talking from like a primal sense to humans, the two things that are most pleasurable in life are eating and doing the deed. So that's like the highest forms of pleasure we can feel, right? So what better way to get in touch with your sacral chakra than by having some good food? And you can try and you can also incorporate the whole creative aspect of this into the trying out a new recipe. So cooking something you've never cooked before, trying something new, and adding your own flair to it as well. Pretend you're like on whatever the kitchen show is with Gordon Ramsay, and minus the hot sweaty man yelling at you, unless you're into that. I don't know, but I'm kidding. Anyway, so let's pull some cards for you. Oops, hold on. Okay, Militia Grant. Ace of Wands, interesting. The Magician. And the Six of Swords. What you don't see coming, the Seven of Pentacles. There's the Ace of Wands. I said interesting about Ace of Wands because the Ace of Wands is the card of creativity and passion and desire. But what I'm going to say is this: you're having trouble moving on from something. You're having trouble moving on from a very passionate, explosive romance, or what you thought was a romance. that you feel like you almost manifested, but like then it like left as quickly as it came. And you're having trouble moving on from that. You're having trouble transitioning out of that. You're having trouble. This person may you still may be in like loose contact with this person, but I don't see it like being solidified or consistent. And you have to realize one thing. Okay. I'm not going to say this is like essential because honestly, it's your life, do what you want. But typically, when you meet someone, if you don't build some sort of connection with them first or get to know them a little bit, and you just maybe slip into bed with them rather quickly, no judgment here, first of all. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people have done that at one point or another. But the thing is that if you're looking for something with a little bit deeper of a connection or a commitment, or you want, if that's what you want in the long run, it's only going to deplete you. And I would argue that even if you're not, it would still deplete you, but that's a whole nother discussion. But what I'm saying is it's only going to deplete you in the end because, and it's people who, if somebody wants something from you and they get it, well, they don't really, subconsciously, they've learned that, well, that's easy. That's easily accessible. I don't really need to do anything to receive that, right? So your value immediately goes down in their mind, and it's not even conscious. It's not even something they consciously think because, well, they got what they wanted rather easily, and it cost them nothing. They had to do nothing for it. So you know what I mean? So that when it comes down the line to this person, maybe you come to a more difficult situation or a challenging situation with this person. Well, they're going to be like, this is I'm out because this is too hard. I don't want to. I've never had to put this much effort in to get what I want, and suddenly I have to do all this effort to like maintain it, and I don't want to do that. So bye. And you know what I mean? So you really don't. You get it causes somebody to respect you more and to put in. It weeds out the people that are not really there for, you know, looking for the same thing that you might be looking for. It weeds those people out. You can know. Right away if you won't sleep with somebody and then they stop talking to you, well, they obviously weren't there for anything else. So it's a good way to filter that out. Anyway, what I'm saying is you gotta that's a truth you have to come into acceptance with, and once you do, that will help you transition through this. There's gonna be I'll say this, the person that you might be stuck on it mentally right now, there's hundreds of thousands of those types of people. You don't want someone like that anyway. You're more focused on this idea, and maybe how the person looked, and then you've associated this like idea with that, and really that's not who that person is. So you have to separate that in your mind. I remember my sister said this to me one day, and it really helped me get over something one time. She said, that person that you've created in your mind and the person that's actually there are not the same person. Not the same person. And you are in love with, well, this was a long time ago, but you are in love with a fabrication that you've created in your mind of a person that doesn't exist, that does not the person that exists is the one that has hurt you deeply and made you very upset, and wants nothing to do with what it takes to fix it or what it takes to remedy that. That's who that person is. So understand that. And when you can come into acceptance with that, it really kind of almost automatically makes you go, oh, well, I'm still sad, I'm still hurt, but like I don't have this longing for this thing that doesn't exist, this person that I've actually never met, right? So I thought it helped me. So I hope maybe it'll help you. But what you don't see coming, the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is really important. It's about exactly what I'm talking about. It's about watering the garden. It's about putting in the effort to water the garden and see the root and the seed, the root of the seed starts to grow, right? And it's putting in the effort, it's putting in the work. And the Seven of Pentacles also has a slight mention of like friendship turning into a stronger bond over time. I do believe it's a very important part of a relationship to be friends with the person, because like I've said it before, love is like any other feeling. It's fleeting, and you will not love the person you are with morning to night, every single day, back to back to back to back, for the rest of your life. You're not going to, you won't feel that feeling of love. Love is also an action, and you have to take action to rekindle that feeling, and that feeling will come back, and it comes back stronger, and it comes back, each time. But it doesn't stay. It just doesn't. That's how feelings work. No feeling is permanent. And so the Seven of Pentacles here is talking about friendship, building something off of a friendship, because when you actually are friends with the person, you may have that moment where you're like, you're mad at them, or maybe that moment where you just kind of not on the same page about something, or you kind of just hitting some rough patches. That happens in relationships. But you ultimately, this person's your friend. You care about them. You actually have a real connection with them. That's not based off something surface and something just purely physical and something very not really tangible, right? So when you have that basis of a friendship, it really, really helps get through those times. Okay. The card that immediately just came out here was growth. This is a growing, a time of growing in your life. And what comes along with growing pains, right? So growth is not necessary. Growth is beautiful, but it's painful. Think about anything that, it must break out of the shell, that you must break the walls down and break out of the shell that you're in order to grow. And sometimes that can be painful, but ultimately it will lead you to peace. So growth and peace. And how interesting that the Seven of Pentacles, watering your own garden and also building a relationship off of the basis of friendship, has none other than a dove. Peace, right? Okay. That's all I have for you. I hope I helped.
Oh, that's great. Now, do you have to do this wheel again, or?
No.
Okay. I'm going to do Jackie. There we go. All right, Jackie Johnson. Same. J&J, and I'm Debbie Duncan, DND. There's a word for that. There's a term for that. Okay, work and career reading. I have some cards, but you have a lot of people in them, by the way. But it does have a message here for you. The card that represents you, Jackie, is like, I want good news of money. Keep that up. Manifest that money in. But the energy crossing over you, so something that you might be thinking of, or something that might be coming up in some aspect of your world, it is the severing ties, quitting, done, over. Okay, that's that energy that's over you. So this might be something that you're thinking of, or something that's actually going to manifest in from the future. I do get a new beginnings that starts for you in the future, by the way, like a brand new thing. Past position shows me a person, so a Queen of Wands, a very businesslike person, a leader. This lady has ambition, wants to get to the top of her field, very motivated. And so I do have this person. This could be you, or it could be somebody in your recent past that's around, but that's your past position. Now, the card that came in first in your reading is the Emperor card. This is my mentor card. So it's a card of getting advice, maybe being shown how to do something like a skill that would really help you out. So this teacher card, mentor card is here. This could be you, or it could be that somebody steps in to give you some good advice or show you how to do something. And I'm looking at your work career. Now, those are two, of course, different things, but I will get to what I see. I don't trust what's ahead. Really just don't know what's coming in the future. I feel like that's a feeling that you're having or will have. I get a Queen of Pentacles here, very money-minded woman. All right. A lot of times these are people in HR or accounting, or they're, advisors about finances or do taxes. So I do have this kind of accountant card here, but it's a female. Now, the message is to face your fears and you'll get what you want. It's very simple. The strength card, face your fears. And the other card is the three of wands. When we look at the three of wands, it's like your ship's going to come in. You will receive a reward. So if you face your fears, you receive a reward. I also end this with another person involved. So here we have the personality of the King of Pentacles. So a money minded male, very matchy for the female, the Queen of Pentacles that came in. So you have a lot going on here with like these two people that are money minded and not trusting what's ahead and maybe getting some advice from someone, but the deal is simply, and I don't remember any readings I've done that are this simple. Face your fears and you'll receive what you want. You'll receive what your reward, okay? And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely, Debbie. And that's usually, I want to say that that's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes. Once you face a fear, it becomes not a fear anymore, right? Because fear is false evidence appearing real.
When you said right, I read that she said right.
Oh. False evidence appearing real. Fear.
Mm-hmm.
False evidence appearing real. It's just something that you are perceiving that, sometimes we have to overcome. And a lot of people don't identify fear where it exactly is. They may, because we make so many excuses in our mind. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's a whole nother thing. We'll get into that. But yeah, okay. So we're going to do one more. So we can go ahead, one more wheel. So we can go ahead and have three people on the final wheel to see who wins the gift card. But so I'm thinking of a number between 43 and 43 and 55. A number between 43 and 55. What number am I thinking?
Okay.
43
Start
and 55.
posting. Start posting. There you go.
Okay. Do, 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 do.
One number.
Mystic Bond. Oh, wait, where'd they go? Okay. Mystic Bond.
Yay. Oh, should I do the applause?
In a moment. Mystic Bond, you get a spin.
That's always fun. Here we go.
You can do the applause now.
Sorry.
You're like, that's enough. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let me get the wheel. Mystic Bond, I'm going to give you a choice, actually, because I was not decided, and I feel like that was for a reason. I hadn't decided between the solar plexus chakra or the heart chakra. So which wheel would you like? Solar plexus chakra or heart chakra?
Type a comment. Heart.
Heart. Okay. Let me get that one. Heart. All righty. Oh, I don't know what that was, but anyway, so heart chakra wheel. So you're drawn to this wheel because something is at this time heavy on your heart. Not actually, hold on, not necessarily heavy on your heart, but there's a need that, I'm sorry, there's something that you are having to navigate that has to do with the heart. And it could be a situation that is heavy on your heart, but also it could be that you are pulled in a direction that you feel very passionate about, or that you have a lot of emotion behind. Okay, so let's see though what would be helpful for you in this time for some heart healing or some heart health. Buy or pick roses. Now, this sounds so simple, right? It sounds so simple, and you're like, what would that help? But here's the thing: plants are very. So I don't know. I saw this. This is like a real study you can try at home, but you can get a plant and you can have get two of the same plant and water both of them. That's fine. But when you water one of them, speak to it in a positive way, in a way that's like, oh yeah, you're such a beautiful plant, you're so pretty, da, 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 da. Like, say nice things to it. And then when you water the other one, say really mean things to it in like a mean voice, and be like, you're such an ugly plant, I hate you, like. And watch the one that you talk nicely to flourishes, and it grows faster and it grows bigger and it grows a lot stronger than the other one. And it's I mean, I don't actually know the details of the study to know what they'd actually determined, but it pretty much you'd have to read it to know all the details, because there's some like explanation, but it pretty much is determined that, I mean, the positive reinforcement has a real world, a real tangible effect in the world we perceive in reality, right? So I mean, our words matter. Our words do matter. The environment around us picks up on them. And plants also, we have a symbiotic relationship with. We need plants because they breathe in carbon dioxide and they produce oxygen. We breathe in oxygen and we produce carbon dioxide. So there's this symbiotic nature going on between. And roses are beautiful, and they also represent, roses are very, very there's a lot of stages of a rose. A lot of people don't know. There's the sapling, the bud, then it turns, it blooms, and then I forget what they're called. I have to look it up, but I don't remember. But there's a part of the rose after it dies that is very, very important for the regeneration and regrowth of more roses. So and also we use that part in a lot of things. So I wish I could remember what that part of the rose is called. Anyway, roses are really, really, there's like a mirror, a parallel between our life and a rose, because the essentially it goes through the trials and tribulations, the growth, and it withers away. I mean, you could say this about a lot of things, but for the purposes of this, I'm saying that going out and just getting yourself the gift of roses, the smell, the look, and just the generosity, or the act of giving to yourself, of getting something for you that is um, pleasing, and that is fulfilling, in some way calms you, is very beneficial for not only you but your heart. Okay, so let's pull some cards.
Can I
Or hell, if you're trying
interject
to talk.
something? I want to put this in. I go and I buy roses every Friday because they're $5 at the grocery store, and I'll buy 2 or 3 of them. But if you're into the stuff, go look up colors and what the meanings of, and what if you have them around, you're looking at them, and you are, you can manifest with them. But also the vases. I have dark green vases, so we're talking money with those. Very pink vases, we're talking love. So when you buy these roses, they're going to lift your spirits. Make it meaningful by getting a certain color to put around you, so that you're manifesting something in that you want.
Yes, I love that. I'm trying to find I don't have time to really go through this, but I have the Rose Oracle here, and it says this part that I'm trying to think of, this like stage. It's like a stage of the rose or something. I wish I could remember it. Anyway, we'll get back to that. I will. I'll have that information for you next time. But I'll pull one of the Rose Oracle cards for you for your reading. Okay, but let's see. We've got the King of Wands. Mystic Bond says, I never forgot giving a white rose to a name of the cure a long time ago. Oh, is that like a famous person? Can I say that name? Debbie, do you see that comment?
Yes. Sure.
Is that a famous like person or?
Oh, I don't know. Wrote a book, I guess.
I don't know either. Robert Smith of The Cure, like the band? Is that what you're talking about?
They're a band?
I know The Cure is a band.
Well, I'm too old to know that one. A
musician.
musician.
Right. Okay. So the reason I'm asking is because we can't like name blast other people that like, because anyway, we could get us in trouble. But if they're an artist or musician, we can.
That's
so
okay.
Robert Smith of The Cure, giving a white rose to Robert Smith of The Cure a long time ago. Oh, so you went to go see The Cure and you gave him a white rose. I love that. Well, hey, maybe buy yourself a white rose. Maybe that's part of your reading, okay? But either way, the cards you've got are King of Wands, the World, and 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. Another rose.
Oh.
Anyway, at the bottom of the deck here, you've got the Knave or the Page of Pentacles, okay? What this is telling me is that you need to look at the big picture about something. There's okay, so I'm going to say this has to do with healing. This has to do with love. You've maybe in a way closed your heart off kind of because you are afraid of, let's be honest, you're afraid of getting hurt. You've been hurt before. You don't want to continue to allow people in so close that where they can do that much damage. So you kind of play it safe. Here's the problem with that is that that's not safe, and you're not protecting yourself. You're not protecting yourself. You're actually hurting yourself more. Hear me out. Nobody in this world can hurt you more than you can hurt yourself by closing your heart off and not being open to love. First of all, we need love. We need connection. We need it's a basic human need. I mean, there's a whole chakra about it. Okay, it's one of the centers of our body. But what I'm saying is, love is the highest form, the highest emotion or feeling or experience we can feel on this planet. When you're moving with love and in love, and not necessarily, it doesn't have to be romantic love, but closing your heart off to romantic love, I mean, it's like a domino effect. The others follow. You become better. You become jaded. It turns into something more than what you expected. And it's, I get why people do it. It's because they're hurt, and it seems like it seems like a good fix in the moment, but it's a temporary band-aid for a large problem that will transform into unimaginable and unrecognizable monsters, right? And think about it this way. Strength comes with vulnerability. Vulnerability is strength. And so you're not being strong by becoming cold-hearted and closing off your heart. That's actually, I don't want to call anybody weak or say anyone's weak or whatever, but it is showing It is showing a fear or a weakness. By doing that, you are, like I said, in an attempt to protect yourself, actually only hurting yourself and cementing the walls of your own tomb. Because there's strength in vulnerability, and you want to know how this is shown is that when you're vulnerable with somebody, people, people that don't have that, they kind of get uncomfortable. Well, that's because it's so courageous, it's so brave, it makes people uncomfortable. It's so strong that it makes grown men, their knees tremble and they fold like aluminum foil and they run away and they don't want to, you know what I mean? Like they don't, because vulnerability is scary and it takes a lot of strength and courage to be vulnerable. Now, I will say this. So you can remind yourself of that, of any time that you've been vulnerable and then maybe somebody tried to make you feel like a fool for it or tried to make you feel like you're too much or you're too emotional for it. Remind yourself of how brave you were. And that person, although they maybe made you feel like that in the moment, was showing cowardice, was showing fear, was showing weakness by, undermining that. So just remind yourself of that. Okay. You were showing strength. And you can tell by the experience of how hard it was to do that. I mean, imagine this. You put your heart out on the line, you reveal the softest parts of yourself to somebody, and you give them all the chance and opportunity in the world to be able to take that, stomp on it, make a fool out of you, and do what they will and try to throw dirt on your name about it. That's incredibly strong. And you're going to allow them the chance to do that anyway, because they will fail miserably if they try, because you are standing in your truth and you're confident and when you have nothing to hide nothing at all, and when it's all on the line and you're proud of it, well, people can't shame you for that. Anyway, what I'm getting at is you got to look at the bigger picture. You need to understand that there are people in this world that are going to hurt you, and you can't get around that. You can't stop someone from doing what they're going to do. You can't control other people. All you can do is know how you're going to handle you. So if that means that, I always say this: you give people trust, right, 100%, until they give you a reason not to, and then you can take it back. But if you enter a situation without trust, you are only bringing, what are you bringing into it? What are you bringing into it? Distrust, right? If you enter a situation without trust, you are sowing distrust into the foundation. And what does distrust breed more of? Distrust. It then becomes a back and forth effect, and it gets compounded and it multiplies. So you have to you have to take that risk, be brave, be courageous, and put that on the line. And if you're not ready to, that's fine. I'm not telling you to go and do it if you're not ready. I'm telling you to figure out what is actually hurt there, because it's not what this person said. It's not this, that, and the other. It's something you already think about yourself and already feel about yourself, that the thing that happened made you really focus on and bring out and highlight and then associate that. And because of that predetermined association you have, this brought it out. This is the pain that existed in you before you ever knew this person, before you ever had this happen. This already existed. It's just been highlighted and it's been exposed and it's been maybe even exploited. And because of that, you now are focused on what this person did. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, everybody is just really navigating their own emotional world. Most people aren't most people don't have the time to assess what your, triggers are, and then maliciously go and attack them and try and pick them and like go after them, right? Most people aren't doing that. What's happening is that this person's reacting and responding in the way that they know how to, based on their upbringing and their experiences and and they're trying to navigate their emotional world. And sometimes when two people don't click and two people don't mesh and we're not meant to be, maybe we're only supposed to bring out parts of each other, but when that doesn't happen, that becomes really explosive and becomes this huge, and so because of that, it just never mingles. And anyway, what I'm trying to say is you need to find out what the root of that is in you and look at the bigger picture. And when you see that, as long as you try to run from feeling pain, you're only going to be completely devastated and brought to your knees every time pain happens. Pain is part of the process, and you have to learn how to navigate both the really high moments of life and the really low moments of life, because they do come in waves. And the better you get at navigating both, the more stable you will be, the more confident you will be, the more you will be able to get through those hardships, and the more you will be able to turn your pain into power and move forward doing what you need to do to better you and give yourself the most fulfilling life you possibly can, because you're in charge, not anyone else. You are. Okay? I'm going to pull some cards from this deck right here real quick. Sweetness. And love. Sweetness and love. Look at that. Sweetness and love. You need to open your heart back to the idea of somebody being sweet to you, because not everybody is manipulative. Not everybody is trying to just, say whatever to get whatever they want. And not everybody is trying to play you, and not everybody is being disingenuous. And and you can't project what happened with 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 people. You can't project that onto the entire world and think that everyone's going to do that to you, because if you do, you will only find and create and see that in everybody, and it will be because you're looking for it. And the mind can play tricks like that. If you go looking for something, you are sure to find it. If you go into a situation with a preconceived notion about something, you're going to misjudge, misinterpret, and miscalculate everything, and you're going to find the very thing that you're looking for. That's how the brain works, right? So keep that in mind. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy at a certain point. I would highly advise that you get into the root of that and kind of work to undo some of that wiring. Okay. I'm going to pull one Rose Oracle card for you to close out your reading. Since the theme was roses, it seems. The Anointed. The Anointed, it says, answer the call, leadership, empowerment, and soul gifts. It's interesting. The King of Wands here is the first card that came out. That's leadership. That's taking, looking at the bigger picture, taking a leadership stance. Like I just said, no one else is coming to save you. You have to do it for you. Let me just read to you what this card means. The Anointed, it says, rose oil has been used to anoint initiates through the ages. Royalty too. This card is here to herald you into an even more powerful expression of what you came here to be and do. It's calling you to step forth into your inner queendom or kingdom, to answer the greatest call of your soul and face your true north, to seed even more of what you came here to share, to acknowledge your arrival as the initiate of your life, to shed the external noise that may have been stopping you from being all that you already are, to realize that you've been training for this for a long time, perhaps even lifetimes. The path your soul chose to walk is one that few have the courage to walk. There's courage again. And you came here for this. You're being led through this. Your soul is ancient, and with every step you've taken and every body you've been planted in, you've gathered a kaleidoscope of gifts that are ready to be shown and shared. You're being called to deeply trust the call that you've been hearing, to lead, to lead, to lead. The path you're here to pave has not been walked the way that you will walk it. And as with all ancient initiates, healers, visionaries, creatives, and leaders, you're just one magnificent thread of the tapestry of life. So go your own way, trust the road that beckons you forth, and always be led from within. The answers you seek are not out here, they are in here. That is where you must go to find those answers. There's nothing out here that's going to fulfill you in the way that the knowledge and the foundational trust and belief in self in here will won't be. I'm sorry, there's nothing out here that will fulfill you in the way that that will. So keep that in mind. Okay. I hope I helped. That's all I have for you. Okay, so we're going to do, is there anything you'd like to add, Debbie?
No, I'm waiting for the spin or whatever.
Okay, well, here we go. So I'm going to add, I need to add, hold on one second. Mystic Bond. I'm just going to add, I'm just going to put the name Mystic Bond. Okay.
Okay, manifest a win, you guys. Right. It's a great prize.
All right, $30 gift card will go to the person that this lands on. Okay, so here we go. Oh, wait, hold on, wait, one more time. To all three of you, this is a chance to win, but
that's great.
Gotta do that. You gotta spin every time. I love it. Okay, so for a $30 Amazon gift card, here we go. Oh, who's it gonna be on? On Mystic Bond.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Mystic Bond, you are the winner of the $30 Amazon.
Okay.
I love it. Mystic Bond, you're the winner of the $30 Amazon gift card. If you could please send your, what do they need, Debbie?
If it's an thing, just their email. They can send it. Do you have your email?
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't, you guys bear with me. I didn't talk to Debbie about this prior, so we're going to do that right now. But Debbie, I was actually going to just send you the money and have you do it because you've done this many times. So
okay, they can send it to psychicfixes@gmail, or okay. She can. So Mystic Bond, psychicfixes@gmail, and just give me your, I'll capture your email, and we will get that to you. How fun.
All right, so I put the email in the chat. That's psychicfixes. Huh? What'd you say?
@gmail. Do you want me to write it out? I was going to write out the email if you want.
No, I already did. So.
Oh, okay.
No, I got it here. It's already here. So psychicfixes@gmail.com. Mystic Bond, go ahead and send your information there, and we will send the $30 gift certificate to Amazon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. That was fun.
I'm also getting that parlous louch. This internet keeps cutting out, so
it was like, on hello. Your voice a little bit. It was a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, guys. But thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for everyone who participated in Wheel Wednesday. Congratulations, Mystic Bond, on winning the gift card, and congratulations everybody else that participated and put the put that time in. So we greatly appreciate all of you. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Pacific Standard Time at 6:30 p.m. Okay, so if we didn't get to you today, we will try to get to you on Friday. Please do come back and join us. It'll be we're going to play What's in Your Cup because it'll be Fluid Friday.
Mm-hmm. Also, you guys, a special show tomorrow with me and Kim Ing at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. If you subscribed, you'll get a notification. You'll have a chance to get a reading from one of the best psychics that I know. Okay, so tomorrow.
I love it.
All right, you guys, we're going to get going.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We greatly appreciate you. Like we said, come back Friday. Well, tune in for Debbie and her friend tomorrow, 6:30. But come back for our show Friday, Fluid Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But have a great evening.